Like most Americans, these children will likely live a long and happy life. And although most Americans will die from heart disease, chances are these kids will not. Because the #1 cause of death for Asian Americans is cancer.
Today we know a lot about cancer. Normal cells typically grow, divide, and die, but sometimes they don't.
Sometimes cells just keep growing uncontrollably. They form a tumor, and the cells from the tumor attack other parts of the body. That's cancer.
First of all, cancer is a disease of many different types, and it affects people differently. We need research to help us find the best treatments for each type of cancer, and that type of research is called clinical trials.
Not only do clinical trials benefit cancer patients who participate in the trial, but they can benefit the next generation by leading to discoveries that can help your children and your children's children live their lives without cancer.
We really need Asian Americans to participate in the clinical trials. The only path to better therapies and cures is through the clinical trial process. And it takes us working together to accomplish this.
Today, the need for finding specific treatments for Asian Americans has never been greater.
I just can send another patient.
In fact, most leading medications for cancer have been developed through clinical trials. But in order to develop the most effective treatments for Asian Americans, Asian American cancer patients must take part in clinical trials.
America is a melting pot, so we have immigrants, and especially the East Asian immigrants, has been increased over the past few decades. And currently in the clinical trial, we do know that that's the only way we'll advance the cancer care. And Asian Americans are currently underrepresented in the clinical trial patient population.
Being part of a clinical trial is like having an extended family where participants are in a supportive environment with state-of-the-art care.
For Asian cancer survivors, we are very private, and for my personally, I feel the sense of disappointment and embarrassment to tell my health issues to my parents and family. But after 3 years, I really feel I want to help the community, help myself, my children, the future generation. We have to share the story, to try the clinical trials to help to find the cure.
No matter the type of cancer, you should talk to your doctor. Find out if there's a clinical trial right for you.
Finding out that I had liver cancer at my age, it was a big shock. I had just graduated from school, gotten married, and we were about to start a family. Right away, I knew that I needed to find out what my options were, so I went to talk to my doctor, and he suggested that I participate in a clinical trial, and he explained what the possible risks and benefits of that trial would be to me.
When first I talk to my patients about clinical trials, they are always concerned about the quality of care they receive. In fact, they will receive the best standard care possible.
Joining a clinical trial is voluntary. Even after joining, patients have the right to leave the study at any time. All details about a clinical trial are written in a consent form that must be signed. All patient information from a clinical trial is closely protected. Some clinical trials involve additional cost for new drugs. Usually, the trial sponsor and your health insurance will pay the additional cost. Your doctor will welcome any questions you may have about joining a clinical trial.
So not only the patients themselves will get benefit from participating in clinical trial, their children, their relatives, and other patients as well.
It was not an easy decision, but after talking to my doctor and getting all of the information, I decided that participating in the clinical trial, it was the best decision for me and for my family.
The search to find answers for cancer treatment and prevention for Asian Americans is more important than ever. It's the participation from Asian American cancer patients that will open the door to new discoveries for the next generation. Help yourself. help your family for generations to come, and ask your doctor if participating in a clinical trial is right for you.